Some 25 years ago, some manned aircraft systems were used to perpetrate the largest terrorist attack in American history. My fear is that in the not-too-distant future, unmanned systems will perpetrate the largest terrorist attack in American history using drones, obviously. This is not something that's new to me. In 2017, I traveled to Israel. I was mayor of Miami-Dade County. We operate Miami International Airport. I went there with the explicit purpose of finding out from the Israelis what they did to protect their airports from drones. AI drones. I know we can protect ourselves from piloted drones, but AI drones. And their solution at the time was eagles, okay? I don't think we just have enough eagles to go around to do that. And so we haven't done much since then. And drone technology has just gotten worse, gotten more and more advanced, and I think the threat is expanding. We talk a lot about authorities, and so let me put an assumption to you. If an AI drone were to interfere or incur into an airport, say their airport space, would that airport have the authority to deal with it in a kinetic fashion, in a way to knock it down, in whatever way? If you can't do it through signal interruption, is there any way that airport, does it have the authority to bring it down, even though they may know it poses an unbelievable risk to their passengers?
No, sir.
We do not have that authority.
No, sir.
Okay. Does anybody have that authority?
In a very limited fashion, the Department of Defense, Department of Justice, Department of Homeland Security, and the Department of Energy have the authority to mitigate a rogue drone, but it's not a standing authority. They can't just be doing that all of the time. The way Congress has restricted the authority at the moment has to go through a very specific approval process and requires a very high-level signature, usually at like the deputy secretary level or higher.
Well, let me put an example to you. What happened in Ukraine, what the Ukrainians did to the Russians, it should be a wake-up call to us and a call to action. Because had that happened here in the United States, let's say a coordinated attack on major airports, yes, there would be loss of life. There would be injury. There would be a lot of damage. But there's something else that we're not thinking about. It's the economic damage that it does. In Miami-Dade County alone, Miami International Airport is the single largest economic generator of that county. 40,000 people directly employed by that airport. 300,000 people indirectly employed by that airport. If you had that kind of attack in the United States and say across the world, you could ground air transportation to a halt. And that would cause irreparable economic damage.